Pray for the Devil, out in theaters, new horror film directed by Daniel Stamm, whose previous work seems to have mainly been revolving around demonic possession and exorcism films, which this one is another example of. The story follows Sister Anne, a young woman with a troubled past who joins a Catholic convent, and we are informed at the beginning of the film that there is an increasing number of possessions in the world. Vatican is losing the war against the devil, yada yada yada. As a response, they open up additional schools for exorcists, one of them in Boston. That's where Sister Anne is placed as well, although not as an official student, because that is reserved for priests only, but as a nurse helping the patients there. However, she is a bit of a rebel. She's confident, she's smart, she often wears civilian clothes, and she sneaks into various lectures to try and learn about the craft of exorcisms, which will come in handy very soon as a young girl is admitted to the hospital/school, and all of the priests' efforts to exorcise the demon inside of her fail. But Sister Anne seems to be able to connect to the girl, and despite her superiors blocking her, she wants to help. So I'll put it like this, it's not a bad film in its own right, and if you've never ever seen another horror film, you might enjoy it. Problem is, every single thing that it does has been done already by other movies, and very often better. There is literally nothing, well, maybe apart from the female exorcist angle, that is surprising and fresh here. Oh, the girl speaks in raspy voice now and crawls the wall. Cool, I've seen that already. Oh, there's a jump scare with a ghost character. Cool, I've seen that already. Oh, the demon is loose in a dungeon now. Oh, cool, seen that one too. It's derivative and unoriginal. It doesn't really do anything interesting with these familiar elements. Some of the jump scares feel kind of cheap. The big plot twist is kind of telegraphed, and I felt that the church's unwillingness to let a woman study exorcisms was somewhat underdeveloped. It's a cool thread on paper, but it's not as explored as perhaps it should have been. I will say that Jacqueline Byers, who plays Sister Anne, has a great screen presence and is really quite good in the role. And even when she isn't necessarily doing a lot of acting, there's something about her, that quality which some actors possess, that just makes you enjoy seeing her on the screen. So to me, she somewhat carries the film with her presence and charisma and makes it more bearable. Other than that, I'm afraid it's just pretty by the book. Follows a very familiar path, reuses familiar elements and story beats, and isn't particularly scary and at all original.